Rimuru, the Eighth Deadly Sin. Wolf Sin of Deception by WGS564. Grisly Sin of Sloth. The girl who Rimuru followed walked up to him and hugged him. She was shorter than he was. Rimuru returned the embrace. Rimuru. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Rin? She was a girl with long black hair who bore a striking resemblance to someone else Rimuru once knew. Rin. I've missed you so much. Rimuru. I hope death hasn't been too unkind to you. Rin pointed for Rimuru to sit beside her. He smiled and sat next to her. Rin. It's not so bad, I've had Elaine to keep me company, she's been like an older sister. Rimuru. That little girl Ban went after. Rin. She's actually a fairy, her wings didn't grow in yet, but don't mention it too much, she's sensitive about it. Rimuru. I see, so who might she be to Ban? Rin. Her relationship with Ban is what you'd call that of lovers. Rimuru. Well, not the weirdest one I've seen. Rin. She also happens to be King's younger sister. Rimuru. Seriously. I knew he was the fairy king, but what are the odds? Guess we really do have shared fates. Merlin was right. Rin. I'm glad it's just us right now, rather than her being here. I suppose I was lucky enough to get you alone. Rimuru. You both really didn't get along. Rin. Well, we did both care about you because you gave us a purpose. Rimuru. A purpose you never should have been resigned to. Rin. Rimuru, stop that. You shouldn't have any regrets because, whether you see it that way or not, you saved me. A long time ago, before Rimuru was branded with his sin, Rin was running away from her village, which had been overrun by bandits. They raided and pillaged the town, did unspeakable, merciless things. Rin was in the process of being chased down by some of them. Rin. I have to hurry, I can't be caught, I don't want to die. She stumbled across a sacred tomb that her village took care of. Rin. They say, during the Holy War, when gods clashed and demons walked freely, the alliance against the demon race came here to burn this town to the ground. Said we sheltered a demon. Said mercy was too high a price. Everyone, man, woman, child, was as good as gone. But then, he came. A being of light. A warrior of the goddess race, shining with the power of the heavens. When all others wanted to destroy us, he stood still in their path, not with blade, but with word. He commanded them to spare the town. Said the people weren't the enemy. That the fight was with evil, not innocence. And they obeyed. Then, when the final seal was cast, when the goddess race gave up their bodies to trap the demon clan in the coffin of eternal darkness, he didn't vanish completely. He chose this town. He left behind his weapon, not just a sword, but a vessel. A resting place. They say his spirit was sealed inside it. Not dead. Waiting. He trusted us to guard it. To keep it hidden. Because someday, when the darkness stirs again, he might wake. That sword, it should be here. Bandit. She's around here somewhere. Find the girl, I'll bet we can get a nice price for her by selling her. Rin ran into the tomb. Rin. It's been forbidden for years to come here, but if that deity exists, the least he can do is help us out. Everyone takes care of this place in his honor. If he's as great as the legends say, surely he'll help us. She saw a stone box. Rin. That must be where it is. The young girl pushed off the cover with all her might, only to find a rusted sword in an equally rusted scabbard. Rin. There's no way this can't be all that Og. She was shot in the shoulder by an arrow, her blood got on the sword. Bandit. There you are, you've given us a lot of trouble. I guess if the goods are sampled, they'll never know. Her eyes widened in fear as the bandit approached her with a lecherous look in his eye. She grabbed the rusted sword and held it up in defense, shaking. The bandit's present laughed at her. Bandit. Well, aren't you a feisty one? I like that, I'll bet you'd grow up to be a fine woman. Tell you what, I'll kill you instead, way better than us having our way or being sold off to a crazy noble, though it is a waste. The bandit drew his sword and approached her. Rin. Why are you all doing this? We did nothing to any of you. This was a peaceful, prosperous village until you all arrived. They welcomed an orphan like me, who had been abandoned by her parents because they wanted a boy. Every person who lived here had good in their hearts, so why? She shouted. Bandit. Why else? It happened to be nearby and we realized we were bored, weren't we men? They all laughed mockingly at her, causing her eyes to widen in disbelief at the evil she witnessed, the kind she thought only existed in legends, the kind she believed to be too cruel to ever exist. Bandit. But to show you I'm not too bad of a guy, I'll make this quick. She held up the sword, but he stepped down on it. She couldn't lift it up from him. Bandit. I'll admit I also heard there was a sort of legend here the captain wanted to get his hands on, but if this rusty thing is all, then I'd say we wasted our time. Goodbye, feisty little girl. The bandit raised his sword, about to strike her down. Rin. So after 13 years of life, this is how it ends for me, killed by the cruel. If the gods do exist, they're cruel. He swung his sword. Rin closed her eyes, waiting for the blade to strike her flesh, but it never came. She opened her eyes to see that no one was moving except her. It was as if time had been stopped. Everyone's so quick to blame the gods they held faith in when something goes wrong, as if they can't acknowledge that devils exist as well. She heard a voice, but didn't see anyone. Rin. Who is speaking? I can't see you, but I hear your voice. Rimuru. I am the one in that legend you thought about while coming here. My name is Rimuru. Rin. You could hear my thoughts. Rimuru. I know everything that goes on in this village, Rin. Including how you claimed you didn't want to die. So it made me want to ask you something. Rin. What could that be? Rimuru. If you truly don't want to die, then are you willing to accept the consequences that come with living? Rin. What do you mean? Rimuru. There are things worse than death, even if it means living for only a short time longer, would you still fight to live? Or if it meant you would continue to live a dreadful life, would you still cling to it? Rin. There's something my parents told me before they left. I suppose it was meant to ease their conscience by giving me something to hold on to. A saying that was said to be told by a merciful goddess. Do not dwell on the fear of losing the present. Instead, let your heart turn toward the light, and shape a future worthy of hope. Rimuru. So her words still remain after all these years. Rin. What? Rimuru. Don't worry about it. How about I grant you an offer? Rin. What kind of offer? Rimuru. I can save everyone in the village if you give me something in return. Rin. This isn't one of those twist deals where I give you what you asked and you don't give me what I want just because you rely on specifics instead of what's obvious. Rimuru. Well, aren't you a smart girl? Of course, such tricks are far beneath me. I'll promise you that, so long as you don't value the lives of those bandits that are attacking your home and are about to kill you, then you'll be fine. Leaving clients unsatisfied by our word is the work of lesser beings. Rin. Well, I suppose I have nothing left to lose, and I truly don't want to die, so take what you need from me. Rimuru. So then, you will allow me to inhabit your body so I can be free from here. Rin. Yes, please, just save us. Rimuru. Then, with that, the pact is made. Bandit. Time to die, you feisty brat. Blood splattered. The bandit had a wicked smile on his face, only for it to fade when he realized his leg that was standing on the rusted scabbard and his sword-wielding arm were cut from his body. Bandit. Aaaaagh. He fell back, trying to stop the bleeding. Bandit. Kill this crazy bitch. The bandits charged at Rin, only for her to cut them all down with one slash of her sword. Bandit. Impossible, that was a rusted blade before, and now it's pristine like it was just made by the finest craftsman. Just what the hell are you, you bastard? Rin's eyes opened, one yellow, the other red, but both revealing a symbol of a race thought to be lost to this world. Rimuru in Rin. Oh, what's the matter? Is this stuff not fun when on the receiving end? Bandit. Stay away from me. He said as he crawled away with his remaining limbs. He was walked down by what appeared to be the very girl he was about to kill. Rimuru took the arrow out of Rin's shoulder and shone a healing light over her body as he inhabited it, fixing any damage done to her. Rimuru in Rin. This body was thoroughly damaged without the intent to kill, meaning you and your gang must be quite the sadistic bunch. He said while looking at himself before throwing his katana at the bandit's shoulder to pin him. Where he was, he screamed and panicked as Rimuru walked over to him until he stood over him and kneeled down. He patted the bandit's head. Rimuru in Rin. Hey, it's okay, I get it, I tend to be the same way, but sadly, for you, I'm afraid I have a more specific target. Rimuru activated his light powers in his hand, which was patting the bandit. He began to scream as he melted and evaporated right in front of Rimuru's eyes, as he had an unyielding smile while watching. He got up once the bandit evaporated and stretched as he walked out of the tomb to see the village still being ravaged. Rimuru in Rin. Well, after over 3,000 years in sealing, we could both use a warm-up. You're right, I suppose this can hardly be called that. Suddenly, Rin opened her eyes. She was in the middle of the village. She learned to call home fully restored, and to find all of them celebrating her, telling her how amazing she was, that she not only defeated all the bandits but resurrected everyone they killed. Rin, is that really what happened then? How come I can hardly remember any of it, and who was Rimuru talking to? I know it wasn't me. Rimuru, don't worry about that. As of now, this town will accept you as the vessel of the god that continues to protect them. I explained that you were who I would inhabit. Rin, they don't seem to hear you right now. Rimuru, that's because I'm speaking directly into your head, not theirs. Rin, so you're stuck in my body now. She said half-heartedly. Rimuru, this isn't a party for me either. I'd much prefer a male host, but I made an exception and altered our pact in your benefit. Rin, how so? Rimuru, most of the time, we would assume complete control of our vessel's body, short of showing them evidence that we've honored our part of the pact, but in exchange for limiting the amount of power you can use, I've let you continue to have most control. Just keep my sword hung up somewhere nice and we'll call it even. Rin, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'm not just a girl everyone feels sorry for. I'm a hero now, and it's all thanks to you. Rimuru, well, co-hero to be exact. Don't get a big head about it. Rin, I won't. I know I am your vessel. You are my god. Rimuru, well, I guess that's an alright way to think of it. Rin, I promise I will uphold your will no matter what. Rimuru, thanks. End of flashback. Rimuru, sure, I did, but look where you are now. You only made it to 15, and it's my fault. Even from then, I should have seen what you were becoming, what I was turning you into. Rin, it was my mistake alone. I should have listened to you, and I'm loath to admit I should have listened to you know who as well. I didn't want her to be right. Rimuru, as someone who's spent an eternity forced to accept it, let me tell you there's hardly a time when you can prove otherwise. Rimuru, I always wondered something. Rimuru, Rin, when we were one, I sensed there was a reason why you chose me. Rimuru, you just happened to be around when tragedy struck, and I did want to be free from. Rin, there were many times across history when plenty of people picked up that sword. Rin looked at the katana on Rimuru's waist, the same one she picked up long ago. Rin, and you chose none of them, so tell me honestly, why did you choose me? I hope it's not that you saw a pure heart in me, because that wasn't the best judgment of character. She said jokingly. Rimuru sighed. Rimuru, guess the cat's out of the bag. You're right, there were plenty of people who came across my sword, and plenty of them could have done and were ideal vessels, you know who even advised me to take them, but I chose none of them. If they tried to take me with them, I would make it so that it was incapable of carrying along with them. There were plenty of times that tragedy struck the village, but even in that sword, I could have stopped them. The day we met was no exception. Rin, so then why? Rimuru formed a visual magic in his hand to show someone he had known long ago. Rin, she looks. Rimuru, just like you, there is a noticeable difference, but one too close for me to ignore. You know who was furious? I was holding on to the past so tightly, especially since it was countless millennia ago, but some things I just can't let go. My biggest regret is that I couldn't save either of you. Rin, well, maybe you can save someone else. Rimuru, Rin, King is going to fossilize Ban as a substitute for killing him as revenge, since he believes he killed Elaine, but in truth, they were both attacked by a red demon. Rimuru's eyes tensed. Rimuru, so even after everything. Rin, we missed a few. Rimuru got up. Rimuru, I need to stop them. I can't let them kill each other over my mistakes. Rin, wait. Rimuru was about to take off, but he stopped where he was. Rimuru, I've always. Rimuru, I know, but please just don't say it. Rin, does being cared about so deeply still make you that uncomfortable? Rimuru didn't turn around to face her. Rimuru, I'm someone who should have died and been forgotten a long time ago, far before I even came to this world. Rin, I don't believe that. You saved so many. You gave my life meaning. Rimuru, and look where you are now. Rimuru, do you want to live again? Rin, no, this is my punishment. I deserve this, but you don't. Besides, if it meant that you could be here now, it's a price I was always happy to pay and never refund. Rimuru, I see if this is what you want, I won't force you to live again, but I will keep that promise I made to you. Rin, protect the world and that which you hold dear. Rimuru ran off, leaving Rin. Rimuru, I got to find those two before they kill each other. Rimuru sensed the presence of another powerful wielder of magic. Rimuru. That's not one of ours, seems like a holy knight. Well, the captain and Diane should intercept her soon, so there shouldn't be much to worry about. Surely they can beat one holy knight that isn't using dirty tricks like Ruin did. Rimuru heard rumbling. Rimuru. They don't have to let it get this messy, though. Rimuru found Ban, King, and what he could see as a spirit. Ban just took off, and King fell to his knees as he seemed to have a conversation with the spirit. King. Elaine. Rimuru. Wait, King, don't do it. It's not how you think. King looked to face Rimuru. Rimuru. A demon burned down the forest and killed Elaine, not Ban. She forced him to take the fountain of youth because she loved him. They both would have died if she hadn't. King had a look of shock on his face. King. What? Suddenly, Elizabeth and Hawk slid by them as if they were running from something. Hawk. Okay, that's enough. Gotta stop here, I'm pooped. Elizabeth. No more. King. A pig and a young girl. Rimuru. Elizabeth, are you alright? Oh, and Hawk, too, I guess. Hawk. You're the worst. Rimuru heard a voice speak directly to him. Elaine. I'll keep Rin company, so please, help Ban and my brother understand each other. King recovered from the distraction of Elizabeth and Hawk before looking back to where Elaine once was, only to not see her there anymore. Rimuru. Ah, clever girl, just had to bring Rin into this, no way I could be bothered otherwise. King. Rimuru, what did you mean? How could you know that? When you know who's not with you? Rimuru. Your sister seems to have gotten along well with someone I once knew who also died. She told me everything, and I'm sorry if I had done better, that demon never would have burned down the forest. King. I know about your past as you do mine, so we both know it's not your fault, but please tell me more. Elizabeth. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt, but this is Sir King, right? King. And you are? Elizabeth. I'm Elizabeth. Long story, but I'm traveling with Sir Meliodas, Sir Rimuru, and the others. Hawk. And I'm the Order of Scraps. King. With the captain. Is that true? Rimuru. Yeah, Elizabeth, what's with the rush? Elizabeth. A holy knight has appeared here and is fighting Sir Meliodas and Diane right now. Rimuru. Oh, that I sensed it, but they should be able to handle one holy knight. Elizabeth. This one is different. Is Sir Ban here with you? I'm sure that she's gonna go after him as well, I've gotta warn him about it. Rimuru. I'm pretty sure I saw him going in the direction of that holy knight. Well, if this holy knight is as strong as you say, it might be fun to watch Ban get beaten around like a ragdoll. Elizabeth. Sir Rimuru, I wish you wouldn't say such things. King. So let me guess, you is to go save them. Rimuru. Wondered why King would ask something like that. Elizabeth. Your spear. King. My what? Elizabeth didn't hesitate to take King's spear, as it was planted into the ground. Elizabeth. Run as far away as you can. I'll borrow this and go fight her. King. Huh. She struggled to take the spear out of the ground. King. Do you even know how to fight? Elizabeth. I'm always the one being rescued by Sir Meliodas, Sir Rimuru, and Lady Diane. But it's time to be useful. It's my turn to save them for a change. Hawk. Elizabeth. No, don't. Hawk jumped at the spear. Hawk. Don't waste time. He attempted to help her pull the spear. Hawk. Let's knock that silly grin off that chick's face. It'll be awesome. Elizabeth. Yes, Hawk, pull. They continued to struggle to pull the spear out of the ground. Elizabeth. We're on our way, Sir Meliodas. Hawk. We're coming for you, Diane. Hang in there. Elizabeth. And Sir Ban. The spear flew out of the ground. Elizabeth. Yes, all right. We did it. Hawk. Easy as pie. Rimuru. Not exactly. Elizabeth. Huh. Rimuru chuckled. Rimuru. I know, right. She just has that kind of effect on people. King. I'm still not too keen on helping Ban. Rimuru. Then think of it as helping everyone else, and Ban just happens to be there too, besides. Rimuru whispered this part to the king. Rimuru. I bet Diane would think you look really cool. King. Meanwhile, an explosion caused by magic was set off in the necropolis. Gilla. And what do we have here? Even if my explosion wasn't full power, I'm impressed you didn't just go flying with the pressure wave. The strength of you giants is truly something to behold. Diane had been shielding Meliodas. Diane. Hey, Captain, are you okay? Meliodas. Yeah, thanks a lot, Diane. Ban. If you were gonna take the hit, you could have shielded me a little. Diane. Nope. She said with no hesitation or guilt in her voice. Ban. Great. Diane. Captain, I'm not gonna make it. Send me off with a sweet kiss. Meliodas. Just rest a little. You'll be okay. Ban. It's time for you and me to wrap this up. Gilla. This is the legendary order. She said with disappointment as she shook her head. Meliodas and Ban attacked her from both sides. Ban ceased his advance to dodge an explosion. Gilla then snapped her fingers, causing a smoke screen from behind, stalling Meliodas long enough for her to kick him from behind. Ban was attacked from her front, only to be stabbed in the neck. Gilla. In the end, I suppose legends are mere fantasy anyway. Gilla was then hit with a spear that stabbed through Ban. It was King's as he floated down and landed on the spear's back. King. Hello there, Ban. Ban. Come on. Now what's the big idea, King? King. Well, isn't it obvious I'm here to save you? Ban. Isn't that special? Thanks a lot, pal. King. Oh, think nothing of it, anything for the captain, vice captain, and Diane. Ban. I see, but not for me, huh? King. No, not really. But my sister cares about you a lot. And Rimuru told me why. Ban. Rimuru was healing Diane. Rimuru. Seriously. 3 of you couldn't handle one little girl. Is this what you almost lost to? A 16-year-old little girl. Meliodas. Oh boy, looks like we're in for one of Rimuru's scoldings. Ban. Great. Rimuru. Diane, stop faking. The captain's not gonna lock lip with you just because you lost to a teenager. Diane. I hate it when he gets like this. Meliodas and Ban. You said it. Rimuru. I'll take care of these 3. I know I can trust you to go handle her while I do, King. King. Of course, how could I ever dream of letting you down? Gilla used her explosion magic to free herself from the rubble. Gilla. It's true your betrayal is not completely unexpected. Yet, King the Grizzly Sin, I am rather disappointed. King. Well, that's an unexpected thing to say to me. I didn't ever swear I'd be your lifelong partner in whatever your plans were. The realm wanted to defeat the 8 deadly sins, and I wanted to see Ban destroyed. We had mutual interests for a while. But that's no longer the case. Ban. Blah blah. I'm really tired of you talking behind my back. Rimuru. But not the spear in it, I see. Gilla. Poor King. An entirely predictable excuse. Shot bomb. Gilla fired multiple magic explosions. King's spear went through Ban to deflect all of them. Gilla. How magnificent. The spirit spear Chastiful, forged from the holy tree located in the fairy realm. More durable than steel, possessing the awesome powers of the holy tree itself. Your magical ability can summon all those properties. Disaster. Rimuru. Looks like someone was a good girl and did her homework. Gilla. Rimuru the Wolf's Sin, with his sacred treasure holy sword Glutonea, whose ability is said to have been a close secret in the 8 deadly sins. This should make things a bit more interesting. Please feel free to attack me 5-on-1. King. No 1-on-1 will do. Gilla. Seriously. King. The vice captain doesn't like bullying women weaker than him. Besides, he has healing to do. Meliodas and Ban sat down. Meliodas. Alright, King, go for it. Ban. You know I'll kick your ass if you lose. Rimuru slapped the back of Ban's head. Rimuru. Says the guy who got his ass kicked. Diane. Captain, a kiss before I slip away. Rimuru. You're fine and you know it, Diane. He said as he finished healing her. He went over to Meliodas to treat his injuries. Ban. What, no healing for me. Rimuru. You live. Ban. Figures. As King fought Gilla in quite a one-sided manner, Rimuru recalled what Elaine said before, sighing. Rimuru. Ban, do you know why I always liked you the least in comparison to the other sins? Ban. Gonna have to give me a hint on that one. Rimuru. I could open up to everyone else. I could understand them, piece by piece. But you were the exception. I could never quite figure you out. But after learning more about your past, about Elaine, I think I finally see it. She must have been someone truly special. And seeing how she's looking after Rin now, I'm glad. It suits the kind of person she must have been. Ban. Don't tell me you like me all of a sudden. Rimuru. Nope, still despise you. Ban. Of course. Rimuru. But regardless, I'm glad I can understand you more. Ban. A loud explosion could be heard. Rimuru. Oh, seems like King's just about wrapping things up. Hawk. Hey. The Sins turned to see Elizabeth and Hawk on their way to them. Hawk. You were raising a ruckus. Elizabeth. Nobody got hurt, did they? Meliodas. We're all good, there's no need to worry. Elizabeth. I'm so glad. Gilla suddenly emerged from the rubble. Gilla. At a range as close as this, even the power of the spirit spear can't save you from me. She attacked King from behind, charging a high output of explosion magic, only for the tip of her sword to be caught by Rimuru. Rimuru. Trust me, little girl, I've seen explosion magic, and yours hardly qualifies as fireworks. Gilla. So this is the void magic of the wolf's sin, or do you prefer the name the false god? The moment that name was spoken, the other members of the 8 deadly sins froze, their eyes widening in unison. They knew what it meant. What it cost Rimuru. That name wasn't just forbidden. It was sacred and cursed, all at once. The reason for his sin. The scar behind his power. Rimuru's aura surged like a tidal wave crashing against silence, dark, suffocating, and absolute. The air thickened, pressing down like a mountain. Even breathing felt like defiance. His rage didn't need words, it was the atmosphere. Elizabeth staggered, clutching her chest, her breath caught halfway. Hawk swayed beside her, dizzy from the weight of it. Just standing took effort. And yet through it all, Rimuru remained still, eyes shadowed, presence immense. The name echoed, unspoken now but unforgettable. A name that should never have been uttered. Not in front of him. Elizabeth. Sir Rimuru. Hawk. What's going on? Meliodas grabbed Elizabeth and ran. Ban grabbed Hawk and did the same. The other sins weren't far behind. Hawk. Where are we going? Ban. Away from here. King. She just had to say that name. Diane. I don't wanna die here. Meliodas. It's a priority 1 rule of survival to never call Rimuru by that name. It's the reason why he got his sin, his greatest shame. The day he lost something more valuable to him than his own life, to bring up the name that makes light of what happened isn't even a death wish, but a suffering wish. Even from a great distance, they felt it. The air twisted, then fractured. A blinding light swallowed the horizon, followed by a thunderous roar that shattered the stillness like glass. The shockwave hit a heartbeat later, violent and merciless, hurling everyone to the ground as if the world itself had flinched. It wasn't just magic. It was Rimuru's fury made manifest, raw, primal, and utterly unrestrained. His rage ignited a cataclysm that dwarfed anything Gilla could have ever imagined. Where hers were blasts, this was annihilation. Entire swaths of the land convulsed under the force, scorched and reshaped in an instant. It was not just destructive. It was apocalyptic. And it made one thing clear, when Rimuru is pushed too far, the world burns. Elizabeth. Sir Rimuru. Diane. I don't sense Gilla anymore. Elaine. The force of that blast probably sent her back to the living world. You all came here as flesh and blood, but she seems to have been here in spirit only. Rin. I'm flattered he holds what happened back then so sacredly, but he shouldn't let it bother him this much. Hawk. My ears are disappearing. Elizabeth. Oh no, Hawk. Huh, wait, now the same thing's happening to me. What's going on? Meliodas. Tell me, is it better after I do this? Meliodas said as he groped her breasts once again. Diane. Hey. You get your hands off her. Huh. Now I've got it. Luigi. The necropolis senses that you don't belong here. So now it's beginning to push everyone out. Ban and King were surprised to see Luigi and Ellen. Luigi. That was great. You saw who you had hoped to. Ban. What are the two of you doing here? King. Hold it, do you mean you were from here the whole time? Ellen. The cooking you did for us was really yummy. Thank you so much. Ban. Sure. Elaine. Glad I got to see you, Ban. Ban. Later, Elaine. Elaine. Thank you, brother, for protecting him. King. Elaine. Rin. I'm glad Rimuru has friends like you all. Please continue to stand beside him, okay? Suddenly, they were all back in the town. Meliodas. It looks like we're back in our old world again. Diane. That place totally weirded me out. Rimuru. Hey guys. Elizabeth looked to see Rimuru in front of Gilla's body. Elizabeth. It's that holy night. Meliodas. I see. She reached the necropolis by putting herself into a state of near death. Hawk. Doesn't that mean she's gonna wake up real soon? Elizabeth. Then we'd better get away from here. Ban. I say we kill her while the killing's good. King. You barbarian. I'll petrify her. Rimuru. That's arguably worse, King. King looked at Rimuru, surprised. King, I thought you'd like that idea quite a lot. Rimuru, well, I'll admit I was mad, but since she still has a body to come back to, you can tell I'm over it now, nothing like releasing all the excess magic stored in me at once to calm the nerves. That and she's lucky I have a soft spot for girls with black hair. Still a bit of scars on her here and there won't hurt. Meliodas, take it easy. Just let me handle it, you guys. Meliodas drew a funny face on Gilla after tying her to a tree before they continued on their journey. They stopped at a lake, seeing it as a good resting point. King, I haven't asked yet. So you and this girl, just what is your relationship? Meliodas, the lovers, kind. He said as he groped one of her breasts from beside her. Elizabeth, no, it's not. Elizabeth said defensively. Meliodas, the grope and get groped, kind. He said as he put her hand on his bare chest this time. Elizabeth, Sir Meliodas. Oh, please don't. Rimuru casually kicked Meliodas. He went sliding into a tree's base. Rimuru, she's actually the third princess of the realm. She came looking for us so we could help her stop the Holy Knight's tyranny. King, what? A princess? You should have told me. If I'd known, I would have made myself more presentable. Elizabeth, you don't have to. Before she could finish, King transformed into a more familiar form to the sins. Meliodas, wow, you've changed your clothes. Rimuru, I'm loving the jewelry. Ban, look closer. King, you know it takes a great deal of mental effort to change into this form. Hawk, what a pig. Ban, King, hello, I am King, the grisly sin of the 8 deadly sins. Glad to make your acquaintance. Elizabeth, the pleasure is mine, I'm sure. King, I didn't know you were royal. Please forgive my poor manners here and in the necropolis. Elizabeth, think nothing of it. Also, please don't let yourself become stressed out. Feel free to relax and just be comfortable. King, if you insist, your majesty. King returned to his true form, quite tired from the mental strain. King, that really took a lot out of me. Meliodas, whoa, his clothes changed back. Rimuru, ah, I like the jewelry. Ban, look closer, damn it. Elizabeth, I really must say you're one powerful individual, truly. On your own, you took down an opponent that Sir Meliodas and the others had trouble with together. Rimuru, it's more shameful on everyone else's part that they couldn't. Diane, please don't remind him to scold us, Elizabeth. King, yeah, I guess I'm pretty powerful. But short of Rimuru, any of you could have taken care of that holy knight if you just unleashed your true strength. Now, fess up, where are your sacred treasures? Rimuru, huh, that didn't occur to me, but come on, who'd be dumb enough to? Diane, I lost mine. Meliodas, sold mine. Ban, mine got stolen. Rimuru and King, shame on you.